Hi, I'm Elisha. I'm 34. I'm from the Midlands, but I live in London. So I was diagnosed in May 2019. It started off with, in the previous year, with a little numbness in my left shoulder. And then February 2019, I woke up one morning and my left leg was numb-ish. I went in the shower and I noted that putting hot water on my left leg, do not try this at home, people. Putting water on my left leg, no reaction, and I mean hot water. I got no reaction, whereas my right, I could put hot water on it and I jump, but the left, no. Went to the doctors, they said put it down to sciatica, and we kept it moving. That was February. By the April, I was back at the Midlands, partying, woke up one morning, my left eye blurry, and then it gradually got worse within like a 24-hour period. Took myself to the hospital. By that point, I'd googled MS away. Googled eyesight and whatnot. They kept coming up with optic neuritis, and turned out I had a little scan and they said you've got optic neuritis. I said that's linked to MS. They were like, yeah. And they were like, you need to come back and see us. I said I live in London. They were like, no, you need to come back. I was like, not doing that. Came back to London, went to the opticians, told the opticians I had optic neuritis. They just didn't want to touch me. They said you need to go to your doctor. I went to my doctor. I told him I've got optic neuritis. He went, Jesus Christ, you need to go to Moorfields now. Literally in that tone. He wrote me this letter. I went to Moorfields, and I believe that's where it became very scary for me. I had a lady come in and check my left eye. She said, I'll be back in a minute. She brought another lady in. They both said they'd be back in a minute. They brought another person in. They said they'd be back in a minute. They brought another person in. So it's 4 people standing in the room with me now. At this point, so I'm dying. That's all I'm thinking is I'm dying. I must be dying because it's my brain, my eyesight, what's going on. And they said, you've got optic neuritis, you know, we want to do an MRI, we want you to do all of that, can you come back? And we all know what an MRI is like. It's not nice, lying there, and they were telling me I couldn't close my eyes, I couldn't fall asleep, I had to be alert. Waited a month for my results, came back, Moorfields Hospital, they told me I had MS. And they said somebody will be in contact. No one contacted me, and I relapsed again in July. I went numb from the tip of my toe all the way to underneath my breast. I couldn't feel anything. Couldn't feel my vagina, couldn't feel my anal, couldn't feel anything. No one contacted me. I went to hospital, A&E, waited hours in A&E to be seen. They couldn't get nobody to see me, so they sent me home. They said, come back tomorrow. I came back the next day. I waited 9 hours to be told that nobody can't see me again. I went ballistic in the hospital, screaming, shouting. I did everything. They had to get me a bed. They booked me in as an inpatient. They had to give me a bed because enough is enough. They said, we're going to try and get a neurologist to see you as soon as we can. I was like, thank you, because I can't feel anything. This is not normal. I was in hospital for 5 days before anybody came to see me. And by that point, my mother, the greatest woman on this earth, made an entrance from the Midlands. I heard her on the ward before I even seen her. Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter? She made her way all the way to my bed. They let my mum know she's not able to stay. My mum got comfortable in the chair and she said, watch me. They kept doing all these tests on me, you know, like the hand test, eye test, and my leg test. And they were saying, well, you look strong. You don't look unwell. I kept getting told I didn't look unwell. I couldn't believe it. Your body's really strong. Because I go to the I go to the gym. That's why my body's strong, but I can't feel anything. Well, I discharged myself from hospital. I wrote the letter of all letters to these people, complaint. I think they were very full. This in the big earrings, this in the hair. I was wearing a tracksuit. They underestimated me. I'm very educated. I know what I'm talking about because I wasn't playing. This is my life. This is my health. This is me. Do you know what I mean? Before I could blink, I got a letter saying that an MS nurse wanted to see me. I've been allocated an MS nurse. This is now September. She sat down with me. She was the first person to explain to me what MS actually was. September 2020, I had the biggest relapse to date. I lost eyesight in my left eye first, then it gradually took me in the right eye, both at the same time. I couldn't see properly for 2 months, and the left side of my face drooped like I had a stroke. Went to the hospital. We were wearing masks. I'm wearing an eye patch. My hair's wrapped. I looked like a pirate / everything. It was just all a madness yet again. Nobody was really helping. Everyone was very pandemic. I wasn't really getting a lot of support. I'd never like to say, maybe it's because I'm black, but I believe it's because I'm black. It is, you know what I mean? And nobody can tell me that it's any different. It's because I'm black why I'm treated like this. I'm not seen, even though my complexion is as dark as it's going to get, but I'm still not seen. I'm 6'1", I'm still not seen. I'm plus size, I'm still not seen. So what does it take for me to be seen? It just took a long time for my MS, for people to pay attention and for my MS to be stable. I'm on new medication now as of October 2020, I'm on Sabri, and I've been quite stable, touch wood, touch black, but we just don't kind of know. That relapse of not being able to see for 2 months, I could hear the birds, I could hear people's conversations, I could hear everything, but I just couldn't see properly. The only way I could see is if I covered one eye with an eye patch and looked down. Couldn't look up, I just had to look down, and that was the only way I could see. I'm still in a type of recovery from that relapse. It's been 2 years, and I'm only processing that relapse now. MS it's real. It's real, man. It's real. Do you get what I mean? And we are all living proof of it. And I like to have a lot of humour with my MS. So we have a whole relationship, me and her, because at the end of the day, this bitch, excuse my language, but she is going to be the only one who's going to be there until the end. Do you get what I mean? So we're going to have a love-hate kind of relationship, because I'm not worrying you for the rest of my life, because that's going to cause a lot of stress on me. So I have a lot of conversations with her, and some of them are quite deep and whatnot, and some of them are quite humorous. Do you get what I mean? And that's what I take from my MS, because I just thought, you're not taking me, you're not about to do that. So we're going to have conversations, we're going to sit down and talk about what we can do today. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, that's my relationship with MS. It's bloody interesting. It is.